Standby here. Howdy, welcome back to SlydeBytes. Alright, so that was a very fun intro there. That's a new amp. If you watched last week's video, you'll know that I got a new amplifier. So if you're not familiar with the channel, welcome to SlydeBytes. This is a budget guitar and gear review channel, usually focusing on budget equipment. This is typically not a piece of budget gear. This is usually anywhere from $800 to $1,000 worth of amplifier here, but I got very blessed and managed to, I just got this gut feeling I should check on Sweetwater one day and look at demo deals, and I just happened to see this for sale for $529 because it was a demo. Which, if you know what demo means with Sweetwater, it means it's in freaking good condition. Again, maybe just a little bit of grime up there, small scratch in the vinyl, Tolex, whatever it is. You wouldn't know if this thing was really used. It's in super great condition. Oh, there we go. It's in super great condition, and yeah, I'm very happy. This is the Blackstar HT Club 40 Mark II, and we are playing my dream guitar through my dream amplifier. This is I'm so happy right now. This is literally the rig I've been dreaming of since, like, literally, still my teens. This is the Fender player Stratocaster in double drop B. Right, my two favorite tunings are drop B and B flat. So this one's in double drop B for some really kind of fun atmospheric stuff and heavy riffing, which is what I really like. I'm really favoring this tuning a lot right now. Anyway, so that's beside the point. This is about the amplifier again. Got it for $529, which is an outrageous deal. This amplifier is run by two 12AX7s and two EL34s. I always think of myself as an American tone guy, which, whenever I end up playing and testing around with gear, I always end up sounding more, or favoring British-made tubes and British amplifiers for some reason. Yeah, which there is a significant portion of you over in Europe in general. And hey, thanks for watching. It's super cool. I'm happy to meet you-ish. Meet you-ish. I guess we're meeting-ish. You're watching. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate you. So cool that you're here. And I gotta say, I love British amplifiers. I really do. I like Orange a lot. I like Marshall a lot. I love Blackstar. I've been wanting a Blackstar literally. So the story behind my love for Blackstar, my my Squier Affinity Telecaster that I have. Actually, I bought that at I was on a long road trip with my friend who taught me to play guitar, and I went up to a guitar store very far from where I'm at, a couple hour drive, and we went and I tested out a Telly, Squier Affinity Telly, and I tested it out through a combo, 12-inch Blackstar tube amp combo. I don't remember the tubes exactly, but I know it's a Blackstar tube amp. Anyway, long story short, I fell in love with the tone. I fell in love with the way things work. I walked out of the store with that Telecaster, and because that's what I could afford, and I've been waiting for the day where I could swing, dropping, a lot of money on a tube amp, and fortunately, this went on sale at just such a crazy good price, and it's in near mint condition. I'm not too worried about a little bit of a scuff on yeah, it's in really great shape. So yeah, by the way, the plan had always been to kind of drop that little video we had last weekend. I was going to be gone, and I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time for editing and everything. I saw a lot of bands, and we were on our vacation, and so I knew I wouldn't have a whole lot of editing time, but I really wanted to, announce that I picked up this amplifier, so that was my way of doing it, and giving you some tone demos. So yeah, this thing, to get into it, speaking of tone demos, we have 2 channels with 2 different voices on each. So let's go ahead and turn off my standby here, and let's go ahead and throw on position 4 on the Strat, and turn my volume back up. So, yep, we are on. So let's go ahead and change the voice on the clean channel. So this is supposed to be, well, let's just hear it real quick. That's supposed to be a bassier, more sparkly, more of an American side of things, and the second voice is side of things, and we'll go ahead and switch the voice over and go to, this is voice 1 on the overdrive channel, to let you hear what that sounds like. Position 1, so we are in the humbucking Strat. A little bit more, but it's really more for yeah, it's more of a rock distortion, I would say. But you switch the voice. Much chuggier, much heavier. We were adjusting a little bit of the master volume there and turn the reverb down just a little bit. Because we were on the full 40-watt mode, but we can also turn that back on. Go to 4-watt mode. change in tone, you just drop the volume to more manageable levels for playing at the home. Awesome, absolutely love that. So let's go back to the clean channel for a second, and we're on my voicing. So let's go ahead and go back to position 4. So this has a reverb switch in the back. Right now is a light and dark reverb switch. I believe the light is more of a plate and the dark is more of a hall, room, or something to that effect. Just a little bit more, so it's more apparent. So let me go ahead and turn on the other reverb. This will be the dark reverb. So. Yeah, personal opinion is for the light reverb, which I just switched back to. So yeah, so the control panel here, let's go ahead and look at the control panel here on the front. So, there we go. Alright, so you have on your clean channel your volume, your voicing selector, or switch, and then you have your bass and treble. Very simple EQ over here. Then you can go to your OD select, and your gain and volume, and the voicing selector here, or switch. Then you have your OD equalization, which you have a bass, middle, and treble, and ISF knob, which I believe it's, and forgive me if I'm wrong on this, I think my understanding is all the way to 10, excuse me, all the way on the 10 side. Towards 10 is more British, towards 0 is more American sounding. Reverb, which we just discussed. Here's your level knob, and your master volume, and your power attenuator, standby, and power on off switch. So very simple control panel, and this is all run via a, or can be run via a 2-button or 5-button foot switch. The 5-button switch is a little bit more versatile in how you turn things on and off, and it has a built-in boost function, volume boost function. Now all these pedals are connected for a reason, because I actually have an effects loop that I actually like and is working very well on this amplifier, but right now all effects are off, and I really like just the natural sound of this amp's built-in distortion for what I do. The very organic sound. I really like it. It's a very thrashy, different type of metal, but it's my type of metal, I guess is how I describe. I don't even know. I'm weird, people. you all know I'm weird. I'm different, but that's okay. It's a good thing sometimes. So anyway, that's how we're controlling things. So let's go ahead and set the guitar to the side, and let's go look at the back panel for a second. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the standby back on, and we're going to go check this out. Here we have on the back, you have your speaker outputs. You have 1x8 ohm or 2x16 ohm options. You do have, now this is a 1x16 ohm, that's what's plugged in here. You have your emulated output, which you have your DI, your line out and phones input, output, I'm sorry. And then you have your 4x12 or 1x12 selector switch, pretty cool option. Your reverb, you have dark or light, which in is light. Your level for your effects loop. So here's your effects loop, and your level lets you go +4 dBV or 10 or -10. -10 being more for pedals, +4 being more for your recording equipment, that type of thing, mixing, all that stuff. So your foot switch inputs are here for 5-way and 2-way, and then you have your USB audio input back here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's right there. And then you have your little locking thingy, or bobber. Yeah, and then there's those. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it through there? Maybe? You see those beautiful glowing tubes I'm trying to show you? Oh, what a beautiful, I can see it on the camera here. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful thing. It does have a Celestion 7080 12-inch speaker in there. It is not necessarily the most beloved of Celestion speaker options, but it is a good speaker. It's just a very neutral speaker, I think. It really is kind of a blank slate. It's very low priced in Celestion's lineup, and I think that's one reason why a lot of manufacturers like to use it, but it also is a very, I don't feel like it contributes much to the tone, so you're really just getting whatever your amp sounds like, in my opinion. I think that's probably for what I'm doing. I kind of like that. Some people really like a more mid-pushed sound, so something like I guess your vintage 30s, or is it the greenbacks? Can't remember. But now that you know that we have effects in, and you know that we have a working effects loop, and that SlydeBytes, who has traditionally always just gone to the front of the amplifier on everything on the clean channel, is using his actual distortion built into the amplifier now. Let's go ahead, and we're going to stay on 4 watts because I do have neighbors. We're getting kind of late at night. We're going to go ahead and stay on 4 watt. Well, you heard it on 40 watt, that entire intro there. So let's go ahead and stick on 4 watt, and let's go ahead and turn on, let's do the Lotkey analog delay. So turn that on. Let's go ahead and turn some volume back on here on the guitar, standby off. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to turn the reverb off for this too, just so you can just hear the pedal. So that sounds pretty cool. Let's go ahead and shut that off and turn on my Boss CE2 chorus. I'm gonna raise the depth up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and have both those on, the delay and the chorus. Position 4. Let's go and shut those off. So now we're on, the FPL is going into the front of the board. I have my Behringer Ultra Metal, my Bad Monkey, and this is a new one for me. It's not a new pedal, it's actually kind of beat up. Anyway, this is the New X Horseman, kind of like supposed to be similar to a Klon, the Kmise noise gate, the DigiTech synth wall, and my tuner pedal. Let's go ahead and let's just play with some of those effects. There we go. Some of those effects real quick and just let you hear. Kind of, I'm going to turn this down a little bit so you can kind of see when I'm turning it on off a little bit. So here we go. We're still in the clean channel. So here we go. Reverb is still off. Let's go ahead and just let's do the Bad Monkey overdrive a little bit and turn my level down. Position 2. Alright, Bad Monkey. So let's go ahead and turn on the Horseman. Let's do the second mode on the Horseman. Sounds really good, so let's turn that back off. Alright, so let's do the Ultra Metal and my Bad Monkey, which is the sound you've heard for a long time now on my channel. Watch my videos. Let's go ahead and turn on the Kmise noise gate. So yeah, turn all those off. It handles everything quite well. So one thing I will say that this amp does really exceptionally well. Let's go ahead and do the challenge mode. So this is my high gain channel. Turn the volume back up here. More volume. So that sound is my new preferred tone, and it's a very mid-boosted tone. I had the mid just cranked on this, the highest, the treble and just cranked, and the bass is about 1 o'clock. This is just what I like. It's my overall tone is subjective. To me, this is a very organic, rootsy kind of tone, very twangy, but also heavy. It's very much the tone I've been chasing for years. Everyone's gonna have their own, opinions of it, but I really like this. This is what I like. This is what I've been dreaming of for a long time. But let me show you what happens when I roll the volume off on the guitar here. I'm going to aim a little bit more at me so we can do volume all the way back on. It cleans up extremely nicely. So let's go ahead and turn the standby back on because we're going to wrap up. And so the way I've been running it, clean channel is set on the second voicing, which is more the British side, and the high gain channel is set on, I'm sorry, the clean channel is set on the second voicing, which is more the British side of things, and the OD channel is on the second voicing as well. It's the heavier of the two overdrive sounds voices, and I do have everything more of a British mid-rangey kind of tone, and it cleans up. So basically I only need the two settings, and then I don't even need to necessarily use the dirt pedals when I just want to play bluesy, crunchier stuff. I just need to roll the guitar volume down to about 6 on the knob here on the Strat. So your volume knob just down to about 6, and it cleans up super well, and I have a nice crunchy sound. So I don't even necessarily need to use the overdrive pedals to get my bluesy crunch now. I can use it. Just go to high gain channel, roll off to about 6, or you can just switch to voicing. Either way works. Very similar sounding. Yeah, it's very awesome. It's a very flexible amplifier. I could do an entire gig with just this guitar, just this amplifier, and be 100% happy, except for the fact that I have so many tunings I make songs and music in, I would need more guitars. But, or the drop pedal from DigiTech or something like that. But anyway, point remains, if I had a set list of all the songs I play on this specific guitar and this amplifier, I mean, this is my dream guitar, my dream amp, finally have both in the same room. Both are limited editions. This is a limited edition Fender player Stratocaster. Got it around 700-ish, a little less than. I think it was like 675, 690, somewhere in that range. And gift for my wife. Thank you so much. This is my dream amplifier, and I got it for around $530 plus tax, so closer to 600. Not very far over the budget. The cutoff on this channel is about 500 bucks. And I wouldn't have been able to do this without doing these Sweetwater demo deals. So guys, please keep watching those demo deals in Sweetwater. They are a great way to get good quality gear in good condition. Maybe pre-loved a little bit, but it will be in really good condition. And they are great. This is a beautiful amplifier. I love this whole vibe going on. They do have a 6L6 version of this. There's other special editions that have different speakers and different tubes and all that kind of thing, different finishes. This is just a limited edition blonde. It's not really any different than the regular EL34 driven standard HD Club 40 Mark II from Blackstar in any other way other than it is just the blonde Colex or vinyl or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Guys, I do highly recommend this amplifier. It is very flexible, very usable, very simple, and it has a very great sound to it. And I am very much in love with the sound I'm getting right now. You'll be seeing this as my probably go-to primary amp a lot. Although I will have to go ahead and go easy on tubes, because tubes ain't cheap. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't recommend this thing enough. We've gone through all the features. I think everything sounds really good. I think the tones speak for themselves. It handles pedals wonderfully, no issues. You have a lot of flexibility in how you use the amplifier. I think you're really, you got a great amplifier here. The only thing, I'm not sure, I didn't see an aux in for running like an external, like plugging your phone in and playing backing tracks or anything. I didn't see that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see that. Guys, thank you so much for watching SlydeBytes. I appreciate you so much. You know, this only has happened, and I wouldn't have even been looking if I hadn't started this YouTube channel, if I hadn't had the support of people who have subscribed and liked it. So I thank you so much, because it's not, I don't make money on these videos, but I wouldn't have been pushing myself to keep getting better and better, and to keep finding better gear without you guys out there watching this channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. You're pushing me on this journey of becoming a better guitar artist with better gear and everything else. Not that there's anything wrong with the other gear I've had, or saying anything wrong with the acoustic lead series. It's just, this is my dream. So anyway, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you feel like I've earned it. I really appreciate all of you. Please check me out on please check out SlydeBytes on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, and here on the YouTube community page, because I'm posting a lot of original guitar music and dubstep and other stuff I've created using different things. I'm posting a lot of original music I've created on SoundCloud and on Instagram, and on the other stuff you'll find, you know, polls or just a mix of the content from other channels. I try to keep it on all the platforms for convenience sake for people who aren't using another one or whatever, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you. There's a lot of content in my mind coming up. I'm gonna try to cover a lot of ground here. We got a lot of stuff I'm gonna try to do. So thank you so much. Keep shredding, partners. I'll talk to you soon for more content.